if you are a senior or you love a senior. I invite you to subscribe to our channel by Illustra and share this video with other seniors, your family, and your friends so we can all learn simple ways to stay healthy together. Your support helps more older people protect their legs, their balance, and their independence. Did you know that poor blood circulation in your legs can take away your balance faster than almost any other change that happens after the age of 60? And here is the part almost no one explains clearly. Your blood vessels start to lose a lot of their natural flexibility long before you feel the first cramp, the first cold toe, or that strange heavy feeling when you get out of bed in the morning. My name is Dr. William Lee, and what I am about to share with you may challenge what you thought you knew about aging, movement, and the real reason your legs do not feel the same as before. Let me show you what is really happening. After 60, something very important changes inside your blood vessels. They stop making enough of a tiny natural gas called nitric oxide, which your legs need to stay warm, steady, and strong. When there is not enough of this gas, the arteries in your lower body begin to tighten and stiffen like old garden hoses that have been left in the sun for many years. They become narrow, hard, and less willing to let the blood flow through. Blood has to struggle to reach your feet. Your leg muscles get tired sooner, and your confidence when you walk, stand, or climb stairs slowly fades, even if you do not notice it at first. You may start to hold on to furniture, walk closer to the wall, or avoid long walks without really knowing why. But here is the hopeful truth. This decline in circulation is not always permanent. In many cases, you can support better blood flow again. And one of the easiest ways to start is with simple drinks that are already in many kitchens around the world. These drinks can help the body make more nitric oxide again and gently support the blood vessels that time has made stiff and tired. Let us begin with one of the most powerful examples, beetroot juice. This deep red juice is like a quiet friend for your aging blood vessels. After 60, your body begins to send you small signals it never sent in your younger years. Your legs feel heavier when you stand up from a chair. Your feet cool down faster on winter nights or when you sit still for a long time. Sometimes, halfway down the grocery store aisle, you feel a tightness in your calves and you think to yourself, when did walking become something I have to think about? These are not signs that you are lazy or weak. They are signs that your circulation has changed with age. Many seniors do not realize that one of the simplest natural ways to support blood flow in the legs may be sitting quietly in the fruit and vegetable section of the local market. Beetroot juice, with its rich red color and earthy taste, has become one of the best studied natural drinks for blood vessel support. The reason is simple. As we get older, the inner lining of our blood vessels makes less nitric oxide. This tiny molecule is essential to keep your arteries relaxed, open, and flexible. When you were young, your body made plenty of nitric oxide without any effort from you. After 60, production can drop a lot. When that happens, the arteries that send blood to your legs start to stiffen and narrow. Blood does not travel as easily, and you begin to feel that change every time you step, climb a stair, or stand in one place for too long. Beetroot juice is naturally rich in nitrates. Nitrates are the raw material your body uses to create nitric oxide. When you drink beetroot juice, a quiet process begins inside you. Helpful bacteria in your mouth start to change these nitrates. Your stomach and blood finish this conversion, and within a few hours, more nitric oxide is moving through your bloodstream. It is like a soft message to your arteries telling them to relax, to open a little more, and to let the blood move more freely again. For seniors, this gentle change can matter a lot. Better nitric oxide levels can help the vessels in your legs open just enough to send more warm blood down to your feet. This can help ease that heavy feeling in your legs at the end of the day and may reduce some of those nighttime calf cramps that wake you up from sleep and make you sit on the edge of the bed rubbing your legs. Some research from universities has found that regular beetroot juice can improve walking distance and lower resting blood pressure, two important keys for staying independent in older age. But the real story is not just about numbers, blood tests, or medical words. It is about your daily life. Imagine the quiet confidence you feel when you walk across a parking lot without needing to slow down or look for a place to lean. Imagine getting out of bed in the morning and feeling gentle warmth in your feet instead of a dull cold ache. Imagine being able to finish your shopping trip without that dragging feeling in your calves that makes you want to sit down. For many seniors, circulation is not only a medical topic, it is deeply connected to dignity, to the ability to move without fear, and to the freedom to keep living life on your own terms. Beetroot juice is not magic, and it is not a cure for all problems. It will not erase every sign of aging or replace the treatments your own health professional may have given you. As a simple, natural drink, used regularly and carefully, it can become one helpful part of a larger plan to protect your legs, your balance, and your independence as the years go by. Decades of use slowly change your arteries, but beetroot juice gives your body something it already understands, a natural tool that helps support blood flow in a way that matches how the aging body really works. The best part is that it is easy to find, not very expensive, and simple to use in your daily routine. Many seniors like to start with one glass, about 8 ounces, on an empty stomach in the morning. There is nothing strange or complicated about it, just a quiet daily habit that gives your heart and your legs gentle support day after day. And here is a thought that surprises many older people. The first step toward better circulation may begin with something as small and simple as a deep red drink moving slowly in a glass in your hand. Once you start to wake up your blood vessels in this way, it becomes easier to look at other drinks that can support the same goal, even though they work in a different way inside the body. If you are still here and you feel that these ideas are helping you understand your body better, you can think of yourself as someone who is already taking the first step to protect your future independence. Now let us move to another quiet helper for aging blood vessels, a warm cocoa drink that can gently wake them up from the inside. There is something very comforting about holding a warm cup in the hands of someone who has lived more than 60 years. It can bring back memories of cold mornings before school, quiet evenings after a long day of work, and the little daily moments that once made you feel safe and calm. Now imagine if one of those familiar warm drinks also carried a deeper benefit for your circulation, one that fits perfectly with the needs of an older body. For many seniors, problems with blood flow begin in a quiet and slow way. It might start with a light tingling in the toes or stiffness in the calves when you stand up after a long car ride or after sitting in your favorite chair for too long. Later, walking across a supermarket aisle or stepping up onto the front porch can feel slower and heavier than you remember. These are not just small annoyances, they are gentle signals from your body, warning you that the arteries carrying blood to your legs are not as soft and flexible as they used to be. This is where a simple drink that many people ignore can play an important role: pure, unsweetened cocoa. This is not the sugary cocoa with marshmallows that many of us remember from childhood. It is not the sweet instant mixes from a packet. It is real cocoa powder made from the cocoa bean, rich in special plant compounds called flavonols. Scientists have studied these flavonols many times and have linked them to better health of blood vessels and better blood flow. These flavonols do not work through magic. They work through clear body processes that become more important as we age. Inside your arteries, there is a thin, delicate lining called the endothelium. When you are young, this lining helps your blood vessels relax and widen when they need to. As the years pass, this lining loses some of that ability. The arteries become less willing to open up. This makes it harder for blood to travel down into your legs. When that happens, your feet and toes may feel cold, tight, or tired. Your muscles may become easily fatigued, even during simple daily tasks. Flavonols in cocoa help support the endothelium by encouraging it to make more nitric oxide, that same small but powerful molecule that helps blood vessels open and carry oxygen-rich blood to the places that need it the most. For seniors, this is not just a detail in a science book. It can mean the chance to feel warmth return to feet that are often cold, to walk a little farther before heaviness and tightness slow you down, or to stand in the kitchen preparing a meal without needing to sit down as quickly. Research in older adults has shown that regular cocoa drinks can improve blood flow, support better walking ability, and may even help brain function by keeping the small blood vessels flexible and healthy. But beyond all the research, there is an emotional truth here that many seniors understand in their hearts. There is quiet dignity in caring for yourself in ways that feel gentle and pleasant instead of heavy and stressful. A warm cup of cocoa in the afternoon can become a moment you look forward to, not a medical task you dread. It feels soothing, familiar, and is usually easy on the stomach. It fits naturally into the daily rhythm of an older person's life, bringing both comfort and support without making life feel more complicated. The important point is to choose the right kind of cocoa. You want 100% unsweetened cocoa powder, not mixes that are full of sugar and additives. You can prepare it with hot water or with unsweetened milk. And if you like a bit of sweetness, you can add a small amount of a gentle sweetener such as stevia. It may not taste exactly like the hot chocolate of childhood, but in exchange, it offers something even more precious to a body that has worked hard for many decades: support for the blood vessels that keep you moving. What makes this drink especially meaningful for people over 60 is that it quietly addresses an issue many seniors never talk about. This issue is the slow, steady stiffening of the arteries that changes how safely and confidently you walk through your home, your garden, or the world outside. Supporting those vessels is important not only for circulation, but also for balance, independence, and the ability to keep living your life in the way you choose. When your legs feel stronger and warmer, you are more likely to visit friends, go for a short walk, or say yes to family outings, instead of staying in the same chair day after day. The surprising part of all this is that sometimes the path toward better circulation does not start with a strong medicine or a difficult exercise routine. It begins with something small and kind, like a simple warm drink in your favorite cup, held between your hands, sending gentle help to your blood vessels with every slow sip you take. Sometimes better circulation does not begin with a strong medicine from a doctor's prescription, but with a warm mug held gently between your hands, reminding you that simple daily choices still have real power. If cocoa helps to wake up your blood vessels from the inside, the next drink works by calming and easing another important system in your body, the system that controls pressure inside your arteries. This is where hibiscus tea comes in, a gentle way to ease the strain on aging blood vessels. If you are over 60, there are quiet moments when your body speaks more clearly than it did before. You might notice that your legs feel heavier by the afternoon. You might pause halfway up the stairs, waiting for the tightness in your calves to ease before you take the next step. You may remember the blood pressure reading at your last checkup and feel it stay in your mind longer than you expected. These changes are soft at first, but over time, they shape your days and your confidence as you age. That is why many older adults are surprised when they discover that something as simple as a cup of hibiscus tea, with its deep red color and slightly sour floral taste, has become one of the most respected natural supports for circulation and blood vessel health. This is not a story from modern trends or empty wellness talk. It is based on many years of research. As the body gets older, blood pressure often rises, the arteries lose some of their stretch, the vessels that carry blood down to your legs and feet become less flexible and less willing to widen when they need to. This makes it harder to deliver warmth and oxygen to the places that need it. High blood pressure speeds this process up, placing more stress on the vessel walls and making circulation slow and heavy. Hibiscus tea offers a soft and natural answer to this. The tea is made from the dried petals of the hibiscus flower, and it contains natural substances called anthocyanins and organic acids. These substances help the arteries relax. They gently encourage the vessel walls to loosen their tight hold so that blood can move with a little more freedom. Studies done in adults, including seniors, have shown that hibiscus tea can lower the top number of blood pressure, known as systolic pressure, by a small but important amount. For someone whose arteries are already working harder than before, even a modest change can affect how the legs feel during the day. But what makes hibiscus tea truly special for older people is not only the scientific data, it is the way its effects slowly touch daily life. Better blood flow can mean fewer leg cramps that catch you late at night. It can mean less swelling around the ankles after a long day of sitting or standing. It can bring a steadier, warmer feeling in the feet during the colder months when circulation often feels weaker. These are the kinds of quiet changes that restore comfort, confidence, and independence without fanfare. There is also something healing in the simple habit of preparing the tea. You heat the water, place the tea bag in your cup, and watch as the clear water turns into a deep red drink. The process is unhurried and peaceful, something your body and mind can both accept and welcome. For seniors who need to be careful with caffeine, hibiscus tea offers a calm choice that supports health without making the heart race or disturbing sleep, making it as easy. Many people steep 1 or 2 tea bags in hot water for about 10 minutes to draw out the full color and benefits, then sip it slowly in the morning or early evening. It can be enjoyed warm in winter or cooled in the fridge and served as an iced tea in summer. What truly matters is not perfection, but regular use, because the body often responds best to gentle habits that repeat day after day. Of course, hibiscus tea is not a replacement for any medicine that has been prescribed, especially for seniors who live with high blood pressure over many years. It is better to see it as a natural partner, something that works alongside your regular care, supporting the body rather than fighting it, helping aging arteries remember how to relax again. Many older adults who use it regularly describe similar feelings. Their legs feel a little lighter when they walk, their steps feel more steady, their evenings become more comfortable with less throbbing and less tightness keeping them awake. And often, this change begins with nothing more than a single simple cup enjoyed in a quiet moment of the day. If hibiscus tea gives relief by gently helping to manage pressure inside the vessels, the next drink supports circulation in a different way, working with the minerals, water, and natural salts that flow through your body. This next helper is celery juice, a clean and quiet source of support for the aging body. After 60, there comes a time when you begin to notice small signs that your younger self never had to think about. The stairs in your home feel a bit steeper than before. A walk that once felt easy now leaves your calves feeling tight sooner. You might see faint swelling around your ankles at the end of the day, or notice that shoes feel slightly tighter in the evening even though they fit well in the morning. These are gentle reminders that your circulation and fluid balance have changed with age. Celery, a simple green vegetable that many people think of only as a crunchy snack, holds a hidden value for seniors when it is turned into a fresh juice. It is naturally rich in water, minerals like potassium, and plant compounds that may help the body manage fluid and support relaxed blood vessels. When blended or juiced, celery becomes a light drink that can help you stay hydrated, support the natural balance of fluid in the body, and reduce some of the extra pressure that builds up in tired legs and feet. Instead of feeling heavy and weighed down, you may begin to feel a little cleaner and lighter from the inside as this gentle green drink becomes a quiet part of your routine. Standing up from the couch takes a little more focus than it used to, and your legs, once so dependable and quick to respond, now sometimes feel like they need a few extra seconds to fully wake up. These small changes are not signs that you have failed or done something wrong. They are gentle reminders of how much your blood vessels and muscles have carried you through in a lifetime of walking, working, caring for family, and moving through your days. It is often in these quiet moments of slowing down that many seniors discover an unexpected helper in their own kitchen: celery juice. At first glance, celery looks too simple and too ordinary to be important. It sits quietly in grocery stores between lettuce and carrots with nothing fancy or exotic about it. But inside each crisp stalk is something very valuable for people over 60, a rich supply of natural nitrates. For aging arteries, nitrates are more than just nutrients. They are like small sparks that help the body switch back on its own ability to make nitric oxide, the molecule that helps blood vessels relax and widen. This relaxation is very important because as we age, our arteries naturally become stiffer. The blood vessels that feed the legs and feet grow narrower, so blood has to push harder to reach the lower body. This is one of the reasons older adults may feel cold feet, nighttime cramps, or a dull, heavy feeling in the legs after even simple movements. When celery juice becomes part of your routine, something gentle but powerful begins inside you. After you drink it, friendly bacteria in your mouth start changing its natural nitrates into nitrites. Then, in your stomach and bloodstream, those nitrites are turned into nitric oxide. This clear chain of events, a quiet and natural process, helps the blood vessel walls release some of their tightness and supports smoother blood flow towards your legs and feet. Beyond these body processes, there is a deeper emotional truth that matters a lot to older adults. Better circulation often means a little bit of freedom returned. It can mean walking across the yard without needing to stop. It can mean getting your groceries without feeling that you must lean heavily on the cart for support. It can mean getting out of bed in the morning without that pulling, dragging feeling in the calves that makes you stand still for a moment before you move. Celery juice is light, fresh, and usually easy on the stomach, which many seniors appreciate. It does not need added sugar, strange powders, or complicated recipes. Most of the time, 4 or 5 stalks of washed celery passed through a juicer are enough to make a glass of pale green juice that supports the same pathways your body depends on to stay steady and mobile. What makes this drink especially meaningful for people over 60 is how easily it can fit into the natural rhythm of later life. Morning routines become calmer and more thoughtful. Meals often become simpler and lighter. Health choices are made with more care. Celery juice, being clean, hydrating, and gentle, can feel like a natural part of that shift, something that supports you without making life feel heavy or strict. For those living with higher blood pressure or early signs of stiff arteries, regular celery juice may help ease some of the strain on the vessel walls. For those who want to protect leg strength and balance, better circulation can support easier movement and reduce that early feeling of fatigue. And for anyone who has seen a bit of swelling around the ankles after sitting too long, the extra hydration from this watery vegetable can bring quiet relief. Still, celery juice is not a miracle cure or a quick fix. It is a friendly companion, a supportive tool for a body that has worked hard through decades of family life, jobs, stress, and joy. Often what the aging body needs most is not something extreme or complicated, but something clean, simple, and steady. You may be surprised to learn that while celery juice helps mostly through gentle nourishment and hydration, the next green helper works with even more power on circulation and leg strength. Now let us talk about arugula, a strong-tasting leafy green that can help aging legs find some of their strength again when blended into a simple smoothie. There is a moment in later life that many people keep to themselves. It happens when you rise from the dining table and feel a tiny pause in your legs before they fully support you, or when you walk across a parking lot and notice your steps are shorter and more careful than they used to be. These changes are not dramatic, but they carry a quiet message. The blood traveling to your legs is facing more resistance than before. For many older adults, this resistance comes from a slow but powerful shift. The blood vessels grow stiffer over the years. When the vessels narrow and lose their easy stretch, the legs, which are far from the heart and need a lot of blood to move you, have to work harder for every step. This is where arugula, a dark green leafy plant, also known as rocket in some places, can become a real ally. Arugula is one of the vegetables that is naturally very high in nitrates, even more than many other greens. Just like with beetroot and celery, the nitrates in arugula can be turned by your body into nitric oxide. This nitric oxide then helps your blood vessels open a bit wider and stay more flexible so blood can reach your calves, ankles, and feet with less struggle. Arugula also brings other gifts, such as vitamins, minerals, and protective plant compounds that help support overall blood vessel health. When you turn arugula into a smoothie, you create a way to benefit from it that is both simple and gentle on the teeth and digestion, which many seniors prefer. A basic arugula smoothie might include a handful or two of fresh arugula leaves, some water or unsweetened plant-based milk, and maybe a small piece of apple, cucumber, or a slice of lemon to soften the strong, peppery taste. Blend it until smooth, it becomes a drink you can sip slowly in the late morning or early afternoon. Over time, as this green drink becomes a regular part of your week, the extra nitrate support may help your body keep more nitric oxide available, which in turn can help your legs feel more awake, less heavy, and better able to carry you during daily tasks. For an older person, that can mean you walk a little farther without needing to rest, climb a few more stairs without your calves tightening so quickly, or stand in the kitchen preparing food without feeling that you must sit down right away. Just like with all the other drinks, arugula smoothies are not magic, and they are not a replacement for the advice or treatment given by your own health professional, such as Dr. William Lee or your local doctor. They are part of a bigger picture, one more tool in a healthy lifestyle that includes movement, rest, and wise choices. Some people with special health conditions, such as kidney problems or certain medications, may need to ask their health professional before increasing nitrates from leafy greens. For most older adults, however, bringing arugula into the diet in this simple blended form can be a strong and helpful step. In the end, the goal of drinks like beetroot juice, cocoa, hibiscus tea, celery juice, and arugula smoothies is not perfection. The real goal is to give your aging legs and blood vessels small, consistent acts of support so that you can keep doing the things that matter to you, whether that is walking across the parking lot without fear, climbing the front steps with confidence, or simply standing at the window in the morning, feeling that your own two legs are still ready to carry you into another day. The parts of your body that sit farthest from your heart, like your feet and lower legs, feel circulation changes first. This is why the temperature in your feet often changes before the weather outside does, why your calves get tired more quickly, and why the same body that once moved so easily now needs a little more care and attention. This is where an unlikely helper steps into the story: arugula, the peppery green you see tucked next to spinach and other leafy vegetables in the grocery store. Arugula is much more than a salad topping. It is one of the most concentrated natural sources of dietary nitrates we know about in modern nutrition. These nitrates help your body make nitric oxide, the tiny molecule that encourages your arteries to relax, widen, and deliver blood efficiently to your legs and feet. For someone over 60, nitric oxide is not just helpful, it is essential. When you are young, nitric oxide is produced easily and flows freely through your blood vessels. After 60, the body often makes much less of it, and that drop is one of the main reasons many seniors begin to feel slower circulation in the lower legs. Arugula helps answer that drop in a direct and natural way, giving your body the basic material it needs to create more nitric oxide on its own. Arugula shows its real strength when you use it in a smoothie, when it is blended with berries and a small piece of banana. Its strong peppery taste becomes softer and more pleasant, and the nutrients become easy for the body to use. A simple cup of this green smoothie can help support better blood flow within hours, feeding the tissues in your legs and feet that depend on steady circulation to stay warm, flexible, and strong. For seniors, the benefits reach beyond the science. Better circulation can mean steadier steps, fewer nighttime leg cramps, and less tiredness during normal daily tasks. It can mean walking a little farther on the neighborhood path, standing in the kitchen long enough to prepare dinner without needing to sit down, or simply feeling warmth return to feet that had grown used to being cold. There is also something deeply hopeful in this kind of drink. It reminds us that strength in older age does not always have to come from complex routines or heavy treatments. Sometimes it comes from something as simple as a handful of greens, a blender, and a few quiet minutes in the morning. Making the smoothie is straightforward. You can use 2 cups of fresh arugula, 1 cup of berries, half a banana, and enough unsweetened almond milk or water to blend smoothly. Drink it soon after blending and give your body the gentle support it has been quietly asking for all these years. For a body that has walked through decades of work, family, and challenges, arugula offers a way to keep moving with confidence, not by pushing harder, but by feeding the very pathways inside you that make movement possible. When you look at all of these drinks together, you can begin to see a daily path towards stronger circulation and steadier steps. As you move through your 60s, 70s, and beyond, your body starts to speak in a quieter but more honest voice. It tells you when your legs need extra support, when your feet feel colder than they should, and when walking now requires more focus than it once did. These are not signs that you are finished. They are messages that your circulation needs gentle, regular care. Each drink you have learned about: beetroot juice, warm cocoa made from pure unsweetened cocoa, hibiscus tea, fresh celery juice, and the arugula smoothie, works in its own special way to help aging blood vessels relax, open, and carry nourishing blood all the way down to your legs and feet. Together, they form a simple toolkit you can use every day, not to chase youth, but to protect the strength, balance, and independence that still belong to you. By choosing even 1 or 2 of these drinks and making them part of your routine, you give your body small, steady signals of support, helping your circulation work with you so that each step you take feels a little safer, a little warmer, and a little more alive. All of these drinks work together to quietly support your legs in powerful ways. They help your body make more nitric oxide. They feed and protect the thin inner lining of your blood vessels. They hydrate your tissues from the inside, and they gently ease the pressure that has been placed on your arteries over many years. Most importantly, they offer something deeper than numbers on a test. They give you daily habits that show respect to the body that has carried you through a lifetime of work, family, love, loss, and memories. None of these drinks are magic, and none of them replace the medicine or care your own doctor may have given you. But when you bring them together into your routine, they form a gentle rhythm of nourishment that can help your legs stay warmer, your steps feel steadier, and your independence remain in your own hands for as long as possible. The beauty of this path is how simple it really is in daily life. A glass of beetroot juice or celery juice in the morning, a warm cocoa or hibiscus tea in the afternoon, a green arugula smoothie on the days you choose, all of them small decisions that slowly build into real change over time. Circulation often improves quietly, not overnight, but step by step, as strength and confidence begin to return one day at a time. You may notice that you walk a little farther without stopping, that you stand up from the chair with less hesitation, or that your feet do not feel quite as cold at night as they once did. As you start this journey, there is one more truth that matters even more than any single drink. It is the understanding that your choices, even the smallest ones, can reshape how you age and how long you stay active on your own two legs, and that is something most seniors are never clearly told. These ideas are meant to encourage you to live more fully and more honestly with the body you have today, not the body you had at 20. I invite you to pause for a moment and think about one simple change you are ready to make for your circulation, then truly plan to do it in the coming days. When seniors share what works for them, it becomes easier for others to stay motivated. So if you found even one useful idea here, talk about it with your family, with other seniors, and with friends who are starting to feel the same heaviness in their legs. Your story may be the reason someone else does not give up. And now I want to leave you with a thought that may surprise you. In one of our next videos on BioLustra, we will talk about a single common daily habit that can quietly block all the benefits of these healthy drinks and may secretly speed up circulation problems in seniors, even when they think they are doing everything right. If you do not want to miss that and you want to protect your legs before it is too late, make sure you subscribe to our channel BioLustra and ask your family to subscribe as well. Then share this video with other seniors you care about. The next small lesson could be the one that keeps you or someone you love walking strong and independent for many more years.